or should I say more realistic about your goals. So I bring this up because I realize that I've been putting too much pressure on myself when it comes to this YouTube channel. And this isn't just a now instance, this is the whole 7 years I've had this channel. Is that I'm expecting myself to perform at the level of someone like Gox or Casey Neistat. And when one is a unicorn, it's Gox because that guy is a young gun and he's as good as he is, not to discredit his talent and his skill and his focus and his tenacity when it comes to his many disciplines as an artist. But he is quite the unicorn. I think a lot of us can agree with that. And then B, Casey Neistat, well, I would say both of them, both Casey and Gox, have both put in the time, effort, and reps to be as good and as consistent as they are. And I just haven't yet. And that's the truth, is even though I've had this channel for 7 years and I've posted 100 some videos, it's never been, again, in a consistent manner, never been weekly or even monthly. It's just kind of, I'll show up sporadically and then I'll leave and I'll be like, oh, there we go again. Here we go again. And here we go again. Mamma mia, here I go again. But this time it's going to be different because instead of expecting myself to perform at the highest level, at the caliber of a Casey Neistat, a Gox, when I'm realistically at an intermediate level at best, I'm going to take the pressure off myself finally. So that looks like not expecting myself to create a cinematic masterpiece every week. Instead, maybe just a well-lit talking head where hopefully I provide some value to you, the audience, in terms of guidance or advice or just encouragement when it comes to pursuing a creative career. I personally am a filmmaker and I'm figuring that out for myself. I think I'm a decent filmmaker and I've learned a lot of things, and there's still things that I've yet to learn. And I want to share that with you all. And maybe it's okay if I just sit down or stand up and talk to you about that. And the funny thing is like, I don't know why I've been so afraid to venture into this format when a lot of my favorite YouTubers, other than, again, I'm gonna say their names 20,000 times, Gox and Casey Neistat, is that I love creators who just kind of sit down and talk to me because it feels like we're hanging out. Of recent, I watched like creators like Career Coach Mandy, May Alice, and Wan Hee. And I would say like Damon Dominique, even though he is also, I don't want to say he's a unicorn, but he's put in the time and reps and he's a travel vlogger. Sometimes he just posts these sit down videos where I'm like so enthralled. And of course he has like an amazing personality too, but all this to say, like, I don't know why I'm afraid to be that type of YouTuber, at least every once in a while, or like most of my YouTube videos will be of that style when, like, truthfully, that's what YouTube has always been. It's just someone turning on the camera in their bedroom and talking to it. Yeah. So why do I have to do something different or work harder or whatever? It's just, I like to watch this kind of stuff, and maybe someone else will like to watch me, and I'll be the same thing for them. I don't know. But don't worry, in order to keep my filmmaking chops in practice, I promise to light and color them well. I know right now I kind of just needed to go, and we set up this camera at this weird angle, and we're gonna go, and I'll color it well. And of course, I'll record good audio. And by the way, just a little secret, this is not even plugged in, it's just a prop. I'm wearing a lav. Just wanted to look cool. Maybe it looks dumb, but I don't care. So every video, I will still be practicing the fundamentals, which I hope you all are too, as filmmakers yourself, or whatever discipline you practice. And of course, when I'm able to, I intend and I will produce better quality or better production value and storytelling videos. But right now that is just not realistic for me every week. But for now, this is what consistency looks like in this season of my life. Something I discovered recently too, that might be helpful for you, and this goes whether it's for creating for YouTube or creating in general, or any other habit or goal that you're working towards, is that showing up is the most important thing. And honestly, when we think of consistency, when we think of showing up, we think it has to be 100%. When the truth is, like, if you simply show up 60% of the time, you're going to make meaningful change. You're going to make progress towards your goals. Just 60%. Of course, like, we aim for higher, but as long as you're doing 60%, you're golden. You're golden, I promise. So yeah, I encourage you to do the same thing in whatever you are working to achieve this year and on. Is if you have a big goal, instead of putting so much pressure on yourself to perform at such a high level all the time, reevaluate that and think about what is the easiest way for you to be able to show up every day or every week. Again, whether it's, as I said, making a more simple video. It could be something like, a lot of people say, you know, right, we should be walking 10,000 steps a day. How about we just walk 6,000, 5,000 even. You want to eat healthier, instead of being like, oh, I have to do all these things, track all the calories. Like, how about we just eat a little bit more protein? How about we just eat a little bit more veggies? And we look at our plate, you know, what does it look like? Is it mostly veggies and good protein? Okay. I've also found that, like, if you just take like 15 minutes a day to work on something, I think we all have 15 minutes that we could spare. And if you don't have 15 minutes for your most important goal, then I would say maybe it's not that important to you, just to be real. But 15 minutes, honestly, you sit down, start writing, start filming, start editing, whatever it is, chances are you're going to spend more than 15 minutes working on that thing. And little by little, that's going to add up. So why not? So again, just be more realistic with yourself. Like, I promise you it's okay. What's important is that you show up. So make it easy for you to show up. Thank you for making it this far in the video. If we haven't met yet, I'm Marissa Roxas, a filmmaker based in San Diego, California. I'm documenting my journey on how I live and create intentionally. And in doing so, I hope to help you do the same. So if that sounds good and you're down to vibe, that took like 5 takes. I'm not gonna lie to you. So even in the process of making this video, I was putting so much pressure on myself to be the most eloquent girly around. And though I believe I am pretty eloquent, when there's a camera in your face, it's hard. It's hard. But I did it, and we showed up, and we're here, and I'm happy you're here with me. Okay. Oh, my stomach is growling. My mic that's not even plugged in. Love you all. Okay.